Actually, the idea of the cooperation at the very beginning was linked to an impact studies that we made like 3 years ago, something like that, 3 or 4 years ago in Trampolino, about our programs for musicians. And at that time, we discovered that we were pretty good in terms of artistic program, artistic development for musicians, emerging musicians, but the economic approach was a bit disconnected of the reality because, as you know, about the disc crisis, music industry crisis, the revolution of streaming and everything. The career of musician has changed a lot the very last years, so we have to update our programs and to make our programs more closer than the reality for the musicians. And after a while, I thought it would be interesting to face that that idea with different other partners in Europe to see if the musicians in Europe live the same reality that the French musicians. So I had a chance to travel a lot at that time. It was in 2015. I got a small grant from the Région Pays de la Loire, and I traveled in 9 countries, 9 cities, I should say. I visited music organization. I met more than 100 musicians, I think, something like that. And finally, we ended up with the idea that all the European musicians live that reality. Like, if they want to make a sustainable career, if they want to get a sustainable career, they have to train themselves a lot, and they have to get aware of what does it mean to have an economic approach of their own career. And finally, at the end, we thought if we want to work on an economic approach for the musician, and if we want to help them to get a sustainable career, it means that we have to work on this idea of diversification of activities, which means diversifying sources of incomes for them, and to make that approach the more active as possible. And so, yeah, that was the idea, I think.